Okay, hey guys, this is Imogen. I'm doing my first video diary for PR International. Um, so what I've been thinking about this week is the level of accreditation in Australia for practicing PR consultants. Um, so my understanding is that there's no real kind of accreditation or set of rules that have to be abided by. Um, like those, if you were a certified accountant or a lawyer, you don't have to reach a bar, and if you break those rules, then you're just no longer a lawyer. So if you were to do something controversial or ethically immoral, you may be ousted from the PR community, but unless you've actually broken the law, there are few implications. Um, you won't really lose your title as a PR practitioner. You can still go on and work in public relations. So I think places like the UK have real accreditation for PR practitioners, and a certain level has to be passed to be entered into the group, as Catherine mentioned. But the closest equivalent here we have is PRIA, which is a great organisation. It sets a lot of guidelines and a code of ethics to guide PR practitioners. But they're not rigid, and breaking those will not necessarily be the be-all and end-all of your career, I suppose. And you can apply to be part of PR groups like APR, which showcase your skills and your commitment to the profession. But the issue is you don't have to be part of such a group to be a practicing PR professional. You can still continue to do so without having any kind of accreditation. So what I'm wondering is, should professionals practicing PR in Australia have a level of accreditation, and should they be removed from that level if they don't meet the standard? I've noticed in some of my other PR units like PR law that there really is an emphasis on acting legally, and they make us aware of our actions that could lead us to breaking the law in our profession. But that's the only kind of real actual standard we have to abide by, not breaking the law. Obviously there's ethical implications, but really that's a matter of opinion, and it won't necessarily ruin your career in some cases. But if there was a level of certification, like PR practitioners could have their titles stripped for breaking the law and crossing an ethical line, I suppose. So yeah, this is just what kind of crossed my mind this week after Catherine mentioned her accreditation in the UK, and after listening to a PR defamation lecture, seeing the difference there between the ethical ideals and the actual solid legal standing that we have to follow. Should PR practitioners have a solid standard they have to meet? If so, would the profession be taken more seriously if we did, or would we be more revered? And would it make it more difficult for consultants to act unethically? As we've seen numerous times, such as Rebecca Brooks in the News of the World scandal, supposedly only publishing articles her PR consultant sent her and told her she had to put in. And they kind of set the agenda for the newspapers. So would they be able to lose their accreditation and their right to work in PR? So yeah, those are just my thoughts this week. Yeah.